Gail King here. We're on the set for the Super Bowl, but we had to take a break. I had to take a break because I wanted to congratulate you.
Caitlin, I stopped by Carver Hawkeye to wish you a big congrats on the record.
Hey, what's up, Caitlin?
Yo, what's up, Caitlin?
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, Caitlin.
Caitlin, on behalf of everyone at the Big Ten Conference, we want to congratulate you.
Caitlin Clark absolutely dominated Angel Reese, leaving fans and critics questioning everything. How did the top pick make Reese, one of the league's best rebounders, look so lost? Was this just a rookie showing off, or is Clark already on another level? The real question, is this the start of a major shift in the WNBA? Well, have a look.
Has really taken upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensively, too, since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattles it around.
First quarter, August 30th, 2024, wasn't just another night in the WNBA. It turned into a showdown fans had been waiting for all season. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, two of the league's biggest rookie stars, faced off in Chicago as the Indiana Fever took on the Chicago Sky. The hype was real. Clark was the top draft pick. Reese came in at number 7, and both had built serious fan bases. But this game, it was Clark's moment to shine, and she didn't just shine, she lit up the entire arena. Coming into this game, Indiana had a 16-16 record and was in the playoff mix for the first time in years. Clark had been a huge reason for that. Chicago, on the other hand, had hit some bumps, especially after the Olympic break, and sat at 11-20. Reese had been putting up strong rebounding numbers, even setting a WNBA record for 15 straight double-doubles. But she wasn't at full strength, dealing with a wrist issue and struggling with her shooting. With the Rookie of the Year race heating up and Clark already a massive favorite according to the sports books, everyone knew this game could seal the deal.
Been advised recently being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus points.
Right from tip-off, Clark looked locked in. She dropped a perfect pass to Nalissa Smith for an easy layup, then knocked down a deep three right after. Not long after that, she blew past her defender and scored at the rim with confidence. It was clear she wasn't just out to win, she wanted to make a statement.
She plays hard like the way she plays. I love it.
Her playmaking kept fans on their feet. First, she set up Kelsey Mitchell with a slick pass for a backdoor cut and a quick bucket. Then came the moment that sent the crowd into a frenzy. Clark picked Reese's pocket on defense, turned up the floor, and dished a laser to Tammy Fagbenley, who scored while drawing a foul. That kind of all-around impact, it's rare, especially from a rookie.
Some more coming. Clark with the step back and gets fouled. 3 free throws coming as Anya Nwede drilled her to the court. I remember Caitlin Clark, her first free throw.
Clark ended the first quarter having played every second, racking up 5 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists while barely missing a shot. Reese, meanwhile, looked off. She had just 2 points and 2 rebounds, and even had 1 shot hit the side of the backboard. Ouch. The Fever were down 26-23 after the first, mostly due to Chicago catching fire from 3 early on. But the momentum was shifting. Indiana's 12-2 run to close the quarter, led by, you guessed it, Clark, gave fans the feeling that something big was brewing. Second quarter, things really started to heat up in the second quarter. Caitlin Clark came out blazing, knocking down 2 quick three-pointers that completely flipped the game on its head. The Fever went from trailing to leading, and it was all thanks to her. That first three was smooth and fast. It barely touched the net. Then she pulled up from way downtown and drained it again, quieting the Chicago fans in a big way. You could feel the energy shift. Clark wasn't just playing well, she was taking control.
Fagbenley tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark!
Halfway through the quarter, she threaded another perfect pass to Kelsey Mitchell, setting her up for an easy score off a backdoor cut. The crowd barely had time to react before Clark put her head down, flew past her defender, and scored again at the rim. Chicago simply couldn't figure her out. They didn't know whether to guard the deep shot, stay inside to stop the drive, or play the passing lanes. Whatever they tried, it didn't work.
Midway through, what a pass and a finish! Nice catch!
By the time the buzzer sounded for halftime, Clark had already stacked up 15 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds, and she was doing it efficiently, hitting 60% of her threes. The Fever had gone on a stunning 34-12 run in the quarter. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was having a rough night. She had only scored 4 points and gave the ball away 4 times. She did grab 6 rebounds, but she didn't look comfortable. Indiana led 47-41 at the half, and the momentum was fully on their side.
Get it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot!
Third quarter. If the second quarter belonged to Clark, the third was her personal highlight reel. Right from the start, she started cooking working again. She slowly brought the ball up the court, took her time sizing up her defender, then hit a nasty step-back three. Boom! Just like that, the Fever's lead grew, but she wasn't done. On the very next possession, she pulled the same move, this time drawing a foul, and nailed all 3 free throws. Her confidence was off the charts.
Extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again.
Clark was running the show. When she had the ball in her hands, the defense collapsed every time. She saw it coming and made them pay. She drove into the paint, pulled in 2 defenders, then dished it out to Nalissa Smith, who floated in a soft, one-handed shot. A couple of minutes later, she hit Temi Fagbenley on a pick and roll, and Fagbenley quickly passed it to Dantas for a wide-open 3. The ball movement was crisp, and it all started with Clark's decision-making.
Trying to find a way to get Rachel Banham going, that's one way.
Count the packets! Caitlin Clark has an and one this year. 9-point advantage. Largest lead has been 10 here for the Fever. Largest lead for the Sky has been 13. Allen.
Indiana stretched their lead to 14 points by the end of the quarter. Clark added 8 more points and 2 assists, bringing her totals to 23 points and 9 assists. You could tell the Sky were frustrated. Their defense looked lost, and their offense couldn't get into rhythm. Reese, who had been one of the league's best rebounders all season, was nearly invisible in this stretch. She only attempted 2 shots and made just 1 free throw. Her body language said it all. She couldn't find her place in the game. Chicago's recent struggles were showing. Since the Olympic break, they had dropped 5 of their last 6 games, and it looked like they were still searching for answers. The Fever, on the other hand, were playing fast, confident basketball, and Clark was the engine behind it all.
Hey, and the Fever leak out. Caitlin Clark, a layup drill for her. Beat the
Fourth quarter. The final quarter felt more like a celebration than a contest. The Fever had control, and Clark was having fun with it. She kept slicing through the defense, delivering dimes left and right. One pass found Aaliyah Boston at the free throw line for an easy jumper. Another led to back-to-back 3-pointers by Lexi Hull, whose hustle earned her the nickname Lexi Hustle. The crowd, even Chicago's, couldn't help but cheer.
Caitlin Clark running things. 8 assists, 15 points in the first half. Looking to add to her tally.
Then Clark hit another 3. That brought her total to 5 from beyond the arc. She was now shooting over 55% from deep in the game. For a rookie, that kind of performance in a high-pressure situation is unheard of. It was like every time she touched the ball, something exciting was going to happen. But then, things took a rough turn. With the Fever up by 25 points and the game already decided, Diamond DeShields delivered a brutal foul on Clark. Out of nowhere, she crashed into her, clearly with bad intentions. It wasn't just a hard foul, it was personal. Just 38 seconds earlier, DeShields had fouled Clark again. After reviewing the play, the refs upgraded it to a flagrant one. DeShields just laughed it off. Clark didn't. She got up without a word, stayed calm, and walked away.
38%. Caitlin Clark.
It's worth pointing out that this wasn't the first time Clark had been targeted like this. Throughout the season, she had drawn more than her fair share of cheap shots. In fact, a shocking 177% of the league's flagrant fouls had come her way, with many pointing fingers at Chicago's tough defensive group, nicknamed the Chi-Town Crew. Still, Clark never lost her cool. She kept playing, kept winning. As she left the game, Clark turned to the Chicago fans, waving and hyping them up like a true entertainer. She knew what she'd just done, and so did everyone watching. Her final line? A staggering 31 points, 12 assists, 4 rebounds. She shot 57% from the field and nailed 5 of her 9 3-point attempts. That kind of game would be impressive for any veteran, but for a rookie, it was unheard of. With this performance, Clark didn't just beat the Sky, she made history again. She became the first WNBA player to record 4 games in one season where she either scored or assisted on over 50 points. And with 3 games of 25-plus points and 10-plus assists, she was doing things no one else in the league had ever done. Not bad for a rookie who's only just getting started.
Awesome. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever fans, no matter where. Reese, a long 2. DeShields gives it up to Harrison. Long 2, nothing but net.
Reese's garbage time stats. With Indiana leading big, they benched their starters. Chicago kept Angel Reese in, hoping she could boost her numbers. She added just 2 points against backups, finishing with 10 points and 11 rebounds. While it gave her a record-breaking 23rd double-double as a rookie, many fans felt the stats were empty. She struggled to score efficiently and grabbed several rebounds off her own misses. Her shooting, just 38.4% overall and 18.2% from 3, has been a weak point all season. Clark keeps taking hits. Late in the game, game, Diamond DeShields fouled Caitlin Clark hard, leading to another flagrant. It wasn't the first time. Clark's been hit multiple times this season, including by Chennedy Carter and Angel Reese. Fans online say she's being targeted. Indiana coach Christy Sides keeps sending clips to the league, asking for action. Clark, though, stays calm and focused, saying, "I'm not letting it get to me." Her ability to stay cool under pressure earned respect from many. Clark's season was record-breaking: 769 points, 227 assists, 337 rebounds, and 122 three-pointers. She led the WNBA in assists and threes, plus had 2 triple-doubles. Her impact brought huge crowds and boosted TV ratings. Reese led the league in rebounds with 446 and had 23 double-doubles, but struggled with scoring. Clark's strong all-around stats and leadership sealed the Rookie of the Year win on October 3rd. She got 66 of 67 votes. Reese got just 1.
8 assists, 15 points in the first half. Looking to add to her tally. Ooh, look out.
Clark's MVP talk. Caitlin Clark didn't just lock up Rookie of the Year, she also got people talking about MVP. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.5 assists, and 5.8 rebounds per game. She led the league in both assists and three-pointers. At one point, she became the first WNBA player ever to average 25 points and 10 assists over 5 games. She also had 10 straight games with at least 3 three-pointers, setting another record. The Fever started the season 2-9 but finished 20-20 and made the playoffs. That big turnaround was thanks to Clark's leadership and smart passing, which helped teammates like Boston, Mitchell, and Smith play better too. While stars like Aja Wilson and Brianna Stewart were the top MVP picks, Clark made a strong case, even as a rookie. Her coach, Christy Sides, said it best. She's put herself in position to be called one of the best players in the league.
Here is Reese. Clark back there, and Reese lays it in.
The voting last season. Clark, hammered. 3 Sky players coming over.
Usually call it, and she gets it really hard there.
Any contact above the shoulders is an automatic review for these officials.
Reese's next steps. Angel Reese had a strong season too. She averaged 13.1 rebounds per game, beating Sylvia Fowles' record. Her 15 straight double-doubles also broke Candace Parker's record, but her shooting held her back. Just 38.4% from the field and 73.7% from the free throw line. A lot of her rebounds came after missing her own shots. In one game against Las Vegas, she grabbed 4 rebounds in one play, all off her own misses. Even so, she had big moments. She made the All-Star team and won Rookie of the Month in June. She missed the last few games with a wrist injury but still played in 34 games. Reese proved she's one of the league's top rebounders. If she improves her scoring and adds a solid mid-range shot, she could give Clark even more competition in the future. Who is your favorite WNBA player? Do let us know in the comments below. And for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.